Jesus, why didn't I record that? I should have recorded that meltdown. Great way to start a new year. Aren't you gonna ask about my hat?
Because you didn't wash your hair?
Yeah.
All right.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Wow, that was enthusiastic.
I spent all my energy on New Year's Eve.
You partied hard.
You were there.
Okay.
3, 2, 1,
Okay, this is our first video of 2020. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I think the battery is dying.
Fuck. Great start. Great start. So this is our first video of 2020 and...
Okay.
How are you feeling? You feeling good?
Feeling good. It's a new decade.
I'm feeling tired. The Vlogmas thing really took it out of me. I mean, I knew it was gonna be hard, but oh my god. Y'all, I have
But you
low
made
energy.
it. That was impressive.
Yeah, but then after that, I had a crash, which wasn't on camera. And it was like, I'm never gonna make another video again.
Yeah.
I ran out of ideas. I'm done for.
The bikini one was actually
That was like
pre-filmed.
pre-recorded,
Yeah.
So this is the first video we're actually recording after
The
Vlogmas. Yeah. Anyway, reflections for 2019 and hopes or predictions for 2020.
Predictions?
Okay, no predictions. Just let's review 2019.
I would like to reflect upon the last 10 years. So what happened in 2010? I remember everybody was like, oh my god, a new decade is starting. And what did I do? I did so many things. These past 10 years were like totally revolutionized my life. Like that's where I took a turn. So I got divorced and then I started my documentary project. It was my first documentary. And then I met you. I started a new life. Last decade was my first decade as coming out lesbian. So many things. I mean, I feel like these past 10 years for me in my life had the purpose of setting me onto a path. Be yourself, okay? And accepting that. And the next decade, I feel like it will be a consolidation of that and living fully as my true self. You know, good things are on their way, I feel. So I wish that for everyone who is following us. And I really want to thank the support from all our followers. We love your comments. We just love you guys. You're the best.
So you just want to close the video there? We're done.
No.
You
It's
did
a
it
turn.
in a way like, okay,
Yeah,
bye.
you can cut that and put it at the end, maybe. What about you? What about your last 10 years? What did you do? Were they like revolutionary? They were life-changing?
The last 10 years, I mean, yeah, it was. 2010, like 2009, 2009, can't say 2000. Okay, 2009, 2010 was the year where I went to boarding school in Vancouver Island in Canada for the first time. So I moved from Turkey to Canada. I can't believe it's been 10 years that I've been in Canada, to be honest.
Wow.
It's also the year I came out as a lesbian. So my first time like recognizing who I am. These 10 years was also where I struggled really hard with depression. I don't know if I was always depressed and they just realized it in Canada, or it just progressively got worse throughout my late teenage years and into my 20s. But I mean, I'm depressed now, so it's like it's continuing. It's been an ongoing struggle for me.
Do you feel it's better?
I don't know, it comes and goes. I have my moments where I feel like it's gonna be alright, and then I have my moments where I'm like, I need to like, right now, I need to exit. So I can't say it's better. I know how to deal with it more. Yeah, it's my first decade into adulthood, I would say. When I went to boarding school, that's really when I like grew up out of my family and into my individual self. So yeah, being an adult sucks is my discovery in these last 10 years. But if I want to review 2019, which was supposed to be the premise of this video, not
okay.
10, was it good for you? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like kind of like, you know, a ramp, a launch ramp that is preparing for what is to come in 2020.
A launching
A launching ramp. It was very difficult. in terms of relationship, because we had difficulties. We went through a lot of bumps. It was very hard in Italy, but we're still here.
There's a lot we don't like put on camera, but the fact that we're still together is like crazy to me. To be honest, after everything we've been through, it's really crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I think it speaks to like the strength of the connection that we share. Like really, at the bottom of it, there's a strong friendship, and I cherish that more than the relationship sometimes, because the relationship can like have its ups and downs and bumps and all that stuff, and sometimes it doesn't go very well. But like the friendship has always been there.
Yeah.
So
I think friendship has been figured out more than relationship.
yeah.
I don't think people have figured out relationships yet.
I don't know. Plus with the relationships, like all of your unhealed wounds come out, and that's like hard to ignore. So
Yeah.
it makes things a lot more difficult, definitely. I don't think this goes
I
only
love
for
relationships.
us. I think this goes for everyone, right?
Yeah.
This is not just us. Like
Yeah.
relationships bring out the best and the worst in you, and it brings out all your issues with yourself and in terms of like intimacy.
Yeah.
I could like go on forever talking about like all the childhood roots of everything, and that's my secret passion. Anyway, speaking of secret passions, something that I figured out in 2019 is that I really like cutting hair. I mean, it's something that I knew I loved hair, but I never really got into cutting it.
She's good. She's good.
I mean, I've cut your hair many times,
Yeah.
but we never really filmed it or documented it or anything. I call it like my practice runs. I had many practice runs. Now for the first time, I'm kind of like putting it on record. So I have this new Instagram called Satie's Hair Salon. So if you want to follow that, you know, you can follow up with me trying to become a hairdresser. I mean,
Have you noticed that the background is white and I'm wearing white and you're wearing a very light color too? Okay, sorry, I interrupted you. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
And here we go. ADHD has not disappeared. I'm taking ADHD with me into the new year, all right? Okay, go ahead.
you know, maybe I should make a video on what it's been like to be with someone, date someone who has ADHD, because sometimes it just makes me want to like, ugh. So 2020, what are your hopes for 2020?
My hopes for 2020 is that I can spend it in a warmer place. That's all. I'm very simple. My needs are very simple. My hopes for 2020 is to spend a year in a warmer place.
Oh, well,
How about you?
that's always the ideal,
Yeah.
but I'm getting used to it. By the way, this was my Christmas present to myself. Some of you noticed that one of the presents under the tree had like from Satie to Satie on it, and this was my present to myself. My hopes for 2020, I want to say like in terms of this channel, I want to make it like a bit more real. I'm kind of tired of like, I feel like there's this thing of like you have to be preppy and happy in front of a camera, which really goes against my personality most of the time, and I don't want to do that anymore because it comes across more fake. So,
But you never do it.
I never do it. I put so much effort into it. Like,
What do you mean? You're not.
it doesn't even come across that I'm trying to look happy in front of the camera. It doesn't. Great. Like the real me is a lot more embodying the Slytherin vibe. You know, my Hogwarts house.
Okay.
So that I want to be like a bit more authentic for 2020. If I mean, you are your authentic self, and your authentic self is like a clownfish. So
That's great.
So it comes across really well.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, I want to be a bit more authentic. I hope you guys don't mind. It's not that I'm miserable necessarily. It's just that I'm trying to be more like real.
All right.
Anyway, what else is a hope for 2020? Honestly, in terms of just within myself, my hope for 2020 is that I'll be able to be more peaceful within myself. I was watching this video on YouTube, and it was like this 105-year-old lady, and she gave this advice on happiness, and she was saying that happiness, being happy, it's more about a peaceful feeling inside. It's not so much about excitement and joy. That's really correct, because like there's a difference between happiness and pleasure. And pleasure gives you that excitement, but it doesn't last. But if you have that inner peace, it's more lasting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like more zen
Yeah.
vibe. I want to focus on cultivating that within myself more, so that the outside doesn't affect me as much on the inside, which is easier said than done. But maybe that's my New Year's resolution. I don't know. I don't do resolutions. Do you?
My resolution is not to have any resolution for 2020. Whatever it comes, I'll take it.
Got it. And yeah, tell us in the comments what your New Year's resolution is, if you have one, if you believe in that kind of stuff. I guess that's it. And we'll put like a little montage of us from the Christmas market. We never got to put this in a vlog because we couldn't edit it in time.
Yeah.
But there's some really cute footage from the Christmas market. And I guess that's it. Is there anything else you want to say?
I just wanted to thank all our followers. I mean, you're the best. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for all your comments. And we just love you guys. I mean, you're the best.
I mean, honestly, I don't know why you watch us. I feel like we're such a mess.
All the best to all of you for 2020, and see you the next one.
Bye.
Bye.